All right, folks, I don't want to keep dragging about Malik Willis. Let's go on to Kenny Pickett. That is our next contestant today. And he plays in the ACC. We're already stepping up conference wise, competition wise. He played 5 years at Pitt. Okay. And let's go to his 2019 year. His 2019 year, he goes for 469 attempts, 289 completions, over 60% completion percentage at 61.6. He throws over 3,000 yards, only throws for 13 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. QB rating of 122.4. Okay, junior year, His senior year, which is 2020, I guess he had a fifth year senior with Pickett. He went for 332, so he threw less with 203 completions. He had 2,408 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions in less games. So he kind of matched his output in less games. So we got to look at that as an improvement for Pickett. 2020 for me was like one big blur, but you got to take its good with its bad, and we got to we got to look at this. He had pretty much the same output. Obviously, he had a better rating at the end at 129.6, but he had the same output. He had 13 touchdowns and 9 interceptions in 3 less games. Okay, so that's good. I gotta say that's an improvement. His senior year, he pretty much doubled what he did his junior and sophomore year. I mean, his junior and his first senior year. He pretty much killed everything. He had 497 attempts, 334 completions, over 4,000 yards at 4,319. He had 42 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, and his QB rating was 165.3. Wow. I like that. I really like that. And that's not even adding the rushing, okay? The rushing, his 2020, he had 81 attempts in 9 games for 144 yards and 8 touchdowns. And his senior year in 2021, he had 98 attempts for 233 yards and 5 touchdowns. Meaning that this kid in the red zone knows when and where to take off, which is great. That's what you want, because if he ever becomes anything in the NFL, that skill is going to automatically transcend into the field, and he's going to score you points. Not going to call him a two-way quarterback, but that's a great way for him to score points for you late in games, win championships. Who knows? In crunch times, those are the ones that you need. At the end of the day, you got to get them however you can get them. So he just nearly doubled, maybe even tripled everything that he did his junior and first senior year and his second senior year with all these stats at 497 attempts, 334 completions, 67.2% completion percentage, 4,319 yards passing, 42 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions with a QB rating of 165.3. That, folks, that's something I want to see from a top-tier quarterback in any draft in the ACC. So you cannot question his competition level at all. So I really like this. I liked what I saw, at least stat wise, from Kenny Pickett. I think he might even go before Malik Willis in the draft. I think a couple quarterbacks might even go after me personally seeing all this. I'm sure all the NFL execs have seen this. They got this. This is like firsthand statistical stuff. So it's not it's like a no brainer for them. But at least for Kenny Pickett, I mean, that last year, looking great. Over 40 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, over 4,000 yards. I like that. Can't knock that.